Hey guys, it's Jen. I wanted to come to you guys today and share a little bit about social media. So this it can be a very scary topic for people, but my biggest advice to you guys is just don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. Be authentic. As you start this coaching journey, as you're starting to reach out to people, as you're starting to share your journey and continue your journey, there's one thing you need to keep in mind. You need to care more about the people that you are going to help than you do about your own ego. Okay, so let me say that again. You need to care more about the people you're going to help and impact by sharing your journey than you do about your own ego and what people think. This is where I see people get held up all the time, is that they're afraid to share because they're afraid of what other people are going to think. If you're in this business to help people, you've got to let that go and move past that. It is not easy to do, but me and your coach and your upline and personal development will help you get there, but you have to trust us. So please, please, please trust us. And when we say that, don't overthink this, and please care about your followers, those that you're going to help, more about your ego and what people think, because I can promise you that people are watching you, they're going to be following you, they're going to be inspired by you. I have people that 2 years into my business, I had no idea they were following me because they never liked or commented anything, and they reach out of the blue and say, Jen, I've been following you for so long, can you tell me more about what you do? You've inspired me every single day and helped me get out of bed, blah, blah, blah. So please, 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 top two things. Three things. Don't overthink it. Be authentic. And also, you need to care more about those you're trying to help than yourself. Okay, so with that, let's dive in. So I have a list of things I'm going to go over. This is basic stuff, guys, for those that are just dipping their toe into the business. So as you continue to grow, you will grow with your upline and grow and learn more about social media. So today we're just going to kind of talk about some of the very basic things to get you started. And one of the biggest things that I want to start with is something that Chalene Johnson talks about, and it's called curiosity marketing. So a lot of times, and I was guilty of this, and every single coach on our team was guilty of this, so if you have done this, please just know that everybody has done this, so just learn from it and get better as you go along. So the last thing that you want to do, guys, is go out to Facebook or Instagram or whatever avenue that you're using and post all over the place that you're a Team Beachbody coach, that you have their Shakeology bag and your Shakeology cup, and you're doing 21-day fix. And there's several reasons for that, guys. Not because we're embarrassed that we're Beachbody coaches. I shout that from the rooftop. I've never been more proud of anything in my life besides having my children. But that's because if they see Shakeology, if they see the label, if they see the ingredient, they're going to go Google it, just like you would Google something. And when you Google something, you not only get like the rave reviews, but you get the negative stuff. So they're going to make up their mind about a product that you haven't even talked to them about yet. Or they're going to go to Amazon and buy it, or Mommy Swap Exchange and buy it from them. So you'll see us use foods or words like superfood smoothie, or, bottled nutrition, or just something to talk about Shakeology without using Shakeology, without saying 21-day fix. You can use 21-day boot camp or things like that. So don't go out there and kind of try to be an infomercial. I promise you that Beachbody is handling that part for us. So kind of create some curiosity. Ask, kind of share your picture of your shake in a nice mason jar and just say, I'm drinking, my superfoods in the afternoon to avoid those cravings as the kids come home and dive into their afternoon snack, or whatever it's done for you. And then people are going to reach out in your post and say, well, what is it that you're drinking? And that starts conversation. And you can engage a little bit on that post and then take it offline and share more about that, whatever you're talking about, whether it's the workouts or the Shakeology or the community, or whatever it is that you're sharing in that post. So that's one way to kind of think about it, because you don't want people to go buy it or make up their mind without talking to you about it. So it's called curiosity. You want them to ask questions. And the more people engage on that post, the more people that are your friends are going to see it in their feed. That's called what they call, what's it called? The Facebook, I can't think of the word, affinity. So the more you engage on people's posts and like people's posts, and the more you comment and people comment on your stuff, the more it's going to pop up in other people's news feeds. So back to the curiosity marketing. So let me just see. Just again, if you've already done this, if you're kind of starting and dipping your toe in and you've already done this, just know that we have all done that. Just try to move forward and kind of just forget about that and kind of move forward and do it this way, kind of creating curiosity so people have to ask questions. Because we've all done it. We've all been there. So just kind of move forward and don't even think twice about it, and just kind of move and start creating curiosity. Secondly, we want to talk about, with Facebook's affinity and Instagram's affinity, because they're tied together, you want to try to set a goal of posting 2 to 3 times a day. Now, I don't want you to overthink this. This doesn't have to be all Beachbody stuff. A lot of the training that I'm seeing now is you want 80% of it to be lifestyle. So still, if you're posting about your kids or your cats or your job or other things in your life besides Beachbody, keep doing that. We don't want you to change that at all. If you haven't been a big poster, share one thing health and fitness related a day, and maybe add a workout quote or some kind of motivational quote or something from your personal development that spoke to you, or start sharing pictures more about your lifestyle. We don't want you to overthink this, and I don't want you to get stressed out about feeling like you have to have something morning, noon, and night. Just set a goal. Like if you haven't been posting at all on social media and you're trying to get started, set a goal of 1 post a day. It can be a workout post Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Tuesday, Thursday can be a great recipe that you've tried, or something from the meal plan, or something from your personal development, or something about the community that we're in that inspires you. So set goals for your social media. So don't feel like you have to go out there and post 5 times a day right off the bat. Set small, attainable goals that can provide value to your people that you're trying to attract to you. So don't feel like, again, that you have to go out there and go crazy and post all over social media. That's not what we're asking. We want you to set a goal. We want you to provide value to people so that they want to kind of continue to follow you. We want you to, I'm sorry, we want you to do what you're comfortable doing, but know that social media, you're going to be pushing through some fears if you want to kind of continue to drive people towards you. So some of the other posts that you can do is something that, like I said, something that spoke to you about personal development. All of us are doing personal development. Don't just put up a picture of a quote without saying a little comment about it. If it's something from, that popped up in your news feed that you like, or something you pulled from Pinterest, or, you can Google motivational quotes, Monday motivation, workout quotes. I mean, I've done this all the time. If it's Tasty Tuesday or Tuesday tips, I'll put in Tuesday tips images in Google and then try to find one, download it, but then I'll tag something or write something else in addition to that and put that up. So Google is a godsend. It could be a meal or a recipe, a picture of something, a picture of something from the Fix 8 cookbook that you made, and just how much your kids liked it, or how much your hubby approved of it, or how quick it was for you to make. And then you can simply say something like, comment below for the recipe. And then you can get their email address and send it to them and start a conversation offline. Another idea is like posting pictures of you during your workout. It doesn't have to be in a tank top or a sports bra or showing a lot of skin. It can be a sweaty selfie if you want. It can be a little short video of you doing your workout and kind of speed it up if you want. Whatever you feel comfortable doing, just start sharing a little bit more of that. And actually, I'm going to back up and say not comfortable. I want you to be a little uncomfortable starting to share this stuff, because that's how you're going to continue to grow, be more vulnerable, share more, which is going to attract people to you. And then make sure that 80% of what you're sharing is lifestyle. We don't want you to kind of change what you're already doing. If you're already posting once or twice a day about what your kids are doing or your food or something like that, keep doing that, but add in a little bit about this journey. Let's see. And just keep in mind, me and Christy were talking about this as we were kind of creating the content for this group. You're not just a coach, okay? So don't just share stuff about coaching. Make sure that you're sharing things about being a mom, or being a busy working woman, or being a busy parent, or whatever people are going to relate to you as. Make sure you're sharing that as well. You're not just a coach. You're more than a coach. You could be a physical therapist or an occupational therapist, or there's so many things that kind of characterize you besides just a coach. So make sure you're sharing that on your social media as well. So you are going to be interacting with people. Like if you're scrolling Facebook, take the time to like or comment, because the more you like and comment on people's stuff when you are doing your scrolling time, that's going to make your stuff pop up in their feed. That's how Facebook works. So if you're scrolling while you're watching TV or something like that, when you do scroll, take some time to like or comment. Even better, ask a question. We call that CCQ. So comment, compliment, question. So if you're scrolling through a news feed and your best friend's daughter just had a birthday and she's got this super cute dress on, you would say, Abby looks amazing. Tell her happy birthday. Where did you get that cute dress? So that lets your friend know, hey, she's watching my social media and she cares enough to ask me a question and post something. And that in turn is going to pop your stuff up in her feed. So make sure that that's part of like your power hour, part of what you're doing to CCQ as you're kind of scrolling on social media. So some of the tips that I have found along the way is that maybe start off making a list of things that kind of characterize you, things that people come to you for advice about. Like for me, sometimes it's organization, it's meal planning, it's recipes on the go, like busy moms. When I worked in home health, when I still work in home health, out in the field as a physical therapist in my car all day, I had a lot of tricks and things that I would do to kind of eat healthy in my car with a great cooler. So just sharing things like that, that people come to you, that people might come to you and ask questions about. So make a list of those things that describe you. Like for me, I'm a physical therapist, I'm a busy mom. My kids, my kids are in elementary school, so you kind of start thinking about with after school activities. The moms need quick on-the-go snacks, healthy snacks for their kids. Just kind of these are the list of things that you're going to kind of use to characterize you with people coming to you for information. I like to garden, not always good about it, but I like to garden. I'm a scuba diver, all these different things that describe me. I love the weather. And these are kind of the things that I can share little nips and bits of in my social media that make me relatable. I have a thyroid condition. If you have, different conditions, different things that you're overcoming, like back pain, like my ankle surgery. I mean, that's been huge in my social media, and people have followed my journey, and I have attracted people to me that have similar injuries. So your struggles, what you struggle with, what people come to you for advice, list those things, because those are going to give you, number one, topics of what you can talk about, and the type of people that you're going to be attracting to you as challengers and as coaches. And second of all, think about the things that this journey has done for you. So think about who you were before you joined your coach, and that's who you're trying to attract to you. For me, I was a busy working mom that was taking no time for herself. I was in a huge funk, coming home and falling asleep or crying myself. I'm crying to myself almost every single day. I was very negative. I had no purpose, even though I was on the outside, everything looked great. And that's who I was. And when my coach, my sister-in-law, asked me to join her, I joined her to help her, not myself, but through this process of personal development in this community and the workouts and the clean eating and Shakeology, it pulled me out of my funk, out of my depression. So think about who you are, why you said yes to your coach, and make sure that's what you're sharing in your social media. Make sure you're sharing like your struggles, like why did you get started? What were you struggling with? What were you looking for? And then kind of share what all this coaching, all this community, the challenge groups, the workouts, the Shakeology, or the performance line, what all this has done for you. And that kind of leads me into my last point. What you want to talk about, if you are like getting ready to dive into coaching or dip your toe into coaching, or you're ready to just go all in, the one thing that we do recommend that you start with is just a great progress picture. So I know in my group and Christy's group and most of the coaches on our team encourage before pictures. We also encourage measurements, much more so than we do with the scale. So if you took a before picture and you're at some point in your journey where you can show some progress, it doesn't have to be the end result. It's even better if you're not at the end, because you're never going to be at the end. And people aren't going to relate to Barbie. They're going to relate to the person who's not perfect that's going through this journey. So if you have a good before picture and a good after picture, put them together, find a good app. I know for me, I use, I think Christy and I both use Pick, Play, Post. There's a couple of great apps for both Apple and Android. Christy's got an Apple, I've got an Android. So if you have questions about those, and put them side by side, make sure that you do your before picture first and then your after picture. And typically in your after picture, make sure your smile is bigger, your smile is brighter. And hopefully you'll see some transformation, whether it's in your smile, your skin, your hair, your tone, your inches. But even if you haven't showed progress, that can be part of your story as well. If you have lost some, maybe yours has been more of an inside journey. For me, I had an outside and an inside journey. Some people just have more personal development issues, like coming off depression or maintaining weight and getting toned, or recovering from an illness. All those things are things you can share in your journey. So if you have a before and after, we're going to ask you to put those together. And what you're going to do is in paragraph 1 of your post, what you're going to share is just share what issue you had before you joined your coach. What problem did you have? What misconception did you have? Did you think that you had to go to the gym for 2 hours every single day to get your workouts? Did you think that you couldn't drink wine, eat chocolate, and eat cheese and get results? Were you in a huge funk like I was? Did you overcome some sort of mental illness with depression or anxiety or something like that? Were you just really unhealthy and looking to lead from the front for your family or your husband, or just be healthy for you? Those types of things, not taking care of yourself, all those things are kind of where you might have been before your journey. Maybe you're still struggling with them, and that if you are, that's fantastic. Well, not fantastic. I mean, that's good, so that you can kind of continue to share that so people relate to you and can go through this journey with you. So that's going to be paragraph number 1. You're going to kind of share what your issue was before, what problem did you have that made you join your coach or join the accountability group. Paragraph 2, you're going to share your progress, kind of where you are now, what has changed, and how did you do it? You know, was it the accountability of the group? Was it your coach? Was it the healthy eating? Was it Shakeology? Was it the workouts? Was it the whole package? Was it being a coach to hold yourself accountable to your journey? And that's kind of what you're going to share in paragraph 2 without using terms like Beachbody, 21-day fix, Shakeology. Kind of create that curiosity so people have to ask. And then the last thing you're going to do, and this is where I see people forget, let me just write down a note here, is a call to action. So a call to action is the invitation, guys. So this is where you're going to say, comment below for more information. If you'd like to join us, our next group is starting December 11th. Deadline to join is December 1st. Comment below for more information. PM me for more information. Drop your email for more information. Drop an emoji for more information. Those are like little call to actions that get people engaged and reach out for more information about your challenge groups. And it can be simple, you know, it can be drop an emoji like this post. And then from there, what you can do is you can reach out, and we'll go into invitations in another video. From there, anybody that likes or comments on any of my health and fitness posts, regardless if it's a transformation or not, I reach out to them and thank them. And I'll say something simple like, thank you for your support on my transformation picture. It was really hard for me to put myself out there, and I felt very vulnerable, but I'm hoping to inspire others to get started. Would you like some more information about what I'm doing? Drop your email below. And I would take that off into a private message for everybody that likes or comments on any health and fitness post that I put up, not just transformations. And that's how you start that engagement, and that's how you start building part of your list. So hopefully you guys found this beneficial. I really wanted to keep it simple. So again, don't overthink it. Care more about those that you're trying to attract and those lives that you're trying to attract more than you care about your own ego. And what was my other one? Curiosity marketing. Make sure that you are creating curiosity. Make sure you want people to ask you questions and provide value. So don't just put up a sweaty selfie of you after your workout, because people are going to be like, what's Jen doing? Why is she just putting up a sweaty selfie? Tie it to something that provides value to them. Like, I overcame. I didn't want to get out of bed this morning when my alarm went off, but I knew that I had this tribe of women waiting for me to check in. They got me out of bed, you know, to do my journey. So share something that you can provide value to them as part of what you're sharing. So provide value, be authentic, create curiosity, and let's get going. The other thing, one more thing, I keep finding more information. When you put your first post out there, when you kind of reach out and you're like, I'm gonna do this, whether it's, you know, a picture of you drinking your shake or a workout picture or just a big transformation picture, whatever you do, tag your upline coach, tag your coach so that they know that you've put it out there and they can come and rally behind you and kind of get engagement going as well, and support you. So keep that in mind. We're very proud of you guys. Just trust us. This stuff does work. We've been in this, you know, Christy and I have been, and the coaches in this group have been doing this for a while. And we have a very strong upline. It's very strong with social media. So it is hard. There is some fear, but that's a story that you're telling yourself in your mind that it's scary. It does not have to be scary. I know my whole first year, I would put transformations out there and run away from my phone and call my coach or my best friend or call Christy and say, I put this out there. I can't believe I did this, and run away. But everybody has been so extremely supportive and keep telling me that I'm inspiring. And as people start liking things or commenting or reaching out to you and saying, I love what you're doing, keep it up, that's going to build your confidence, and it is going to get easier. But you just need to take that first step and put yourself out there. And again, I'll end with this: care more about others and those that you're trying to help more than you care about your ego. Hope you guys have a great day. Post your comments below. Make sure you tag your coach with your when you decide to put yourself out there for the first time. Have a great day, guys.